Hi everyone, in this tutorial we'll learn how to use the tone coloring effect in FilmoraPro. This effect will let us change the hue of the highlights, shadows, and midtones separately through an intuitive graphic. This is how it works. Once we apply this effect into a clip in the controls panel, we'll have this color graphic. On the horizontal axis, we have the different hue tones. And on the vertical axis, we have the chroma, which represents the saturation of the hue values. It will be positive upwards, negative downwards, and neutral on the white line. This big white circle represents the global tone coloring. So if we leave it on the white line, it will not affect the clip. But if we move it up, it will colorize the entire scene. The higher we move it, the more intense this effect will be. If we move it sideways, we'll change the overall hue, so the color will be different. And if we move it downwards, it will colorize the complementary hue value of the panel. In the same panel, we have three smaller circles. The black one stands for shadows, the gray one for the midtones, and the white one for the highlights. So now we'll see different examples of how we can use it. In this clip, if I want the color of the water to be more bluish and not so green, I can move the black circle up towards the blue. This will colorize the shadows. If I changed my mind and now I want it to be greener, I can just move it downwards to take the blue out. This next scene is toned pretty cold. It looks like it was overcast outside. I can move the white circle towards the orange to give it a warmer color to the highlights. And now it looks like a sunny afternoon. If I feel like the orange is too invasive, I can move the shadows towards the blue to counter it a little bit. We can generate a palette of complementary colors by moving the white and black circles to the same location in the horizontal axis, but opposite on the vertical axis. In this next example, I want this image to have the look of 90s film photography. I'll give a reddish color to the midtones, slightly yellow to the highlights, and move the global adjustments slightly to magenta. The numerical values of this effect are below the graphic. The hue coincides with the horizontal axis and the adjustments with the vertical one. So if we want to animate the tone coloring, we can add keyframes here. So that was an overview of the tone coloring effect. To learn more about editing in Filmora Pro, make sure to check out the other tutorials in this series. And remember, there's no limit to what you can make.